Well, teaching writing is largely seen as task-based language teaching, and are the use of tasks is seen important in terms of developing students' uh, language proficiency. I mean their output, right? So in this module, we'll look at some of the effective techniques how to design tasks, right? We will look um, at teaching writing from task-based language teaching. And I hope that you have already covered this uh, notion of task-based language teaching in some of your other courses, right? Uh, well, there are various ways of using tasks or designing tasks. One of the effective ways is to use tasks which is relevant to the experience of students, right? Which the students can relate with. For example, it could be about their recent experience or trip, or a family trip, or dining out, or a visit to the museum or zoo. I mean, there are various tasks, the tasks which the students can easily relate with, which they had experienced in their lives, right? And in this regard, the role of the teacher is all the more important in terms of helping students how to brainstorm, how to have oral discussion before actual writing. Brainstorming is important. I mean, the teacher discusses the task with the student, writes important words on the blackboard, or draw their attention to the significance of appropriateness of those words, or the chains of words, or grammatical constructions, or collocations, right? And then when the student write their task, they make the use of those words written on the board. So, I mean, brainstorming is very important in terms of teaching writing skill. There are 4 kinds of tasks which are called experience tasks, shared tasks, guided tasks, and independent tasks. We will discuss what these tasks mean in our following modules, and we'll take up these shared task, experience task, guided and independent task one by one, right? Actually, why do we need to use tasks to teach writing? The question is, I mean, we can simply go to the classroom and ask the student to write on a certain topic. Why to use task-based language teaching technique to teach writing? Well, because it helps. Evidence suggests, and Nation in his book ESL Teaching Reading and Writing discusses that the use of tasks actually helps fill the gap between students' present knowledge and demands of learning, right? As I mentioned earlier, we will discuss what we mean by experience tasks. Experience task means making the use of the experience which the students have had during their lives or their previous experience. We can use design tasks in terms of shared tasks, where the students are engaged and asked to do collaborative writing. Then guided tasks where clear instructions are given, and independent tasks where the students are asked to write. We'll take up these 4 types of tasks and discuss these one by one in our following modules.